When we talk about the union of Bitochon in Hashem, it seems that the reason we talk about it is because that's the way we're going to bring out the person's feeling. Because Bitochon is a feeling, it's a mindset. And actually, feeling that the Eibishter will definitely bring him Teva Nira Vanigla. So it's only, we could say, a preparation, so we should properly feel that. But the Rebbe, in the Farbrengen of Parshas Dvorim, Tovshin Lamed Daled, the Rebbe said that the speaking, the dibur, concerning Bitochon is mechazik and is meisif in the minyan hashmira. Just the talking about it adds and strengthens the shmira, the protection that the Eibishter gives. And he gives an example. Example is, it says in Gemara that when they used to bring a korban, so in the morning they had to bring when it got already light, so they would say that it got light, they would have to announce it, and the lashon they would say is Heir pnei kol mizrach ache bechevron, that the whole side of Mizrach already is light till it shines to Chevron. And what was the purpose of mentioning Chevron? You should say the light is there already. So the Gemara says, in order to mention the schus ovis, the ovis are buried in Chevron, to mention the schus of Avraham, Yitzchak, and Yaakov. And the Rebbe says, not understood. Who did the Aveda? The Kohanim. The Kohanim themselves were Einiklach, were grandchildren from the ovis. The Leviim, who did their share, were Einiklach, were grandchildren from the ovis. The Yisrael b'mamodim, the Yisrael Eilim who were involved, they were grandchildren from the ovis. So there you have the ovis there. You have the zecher to the ovis there. Why do you have to say it? Heir pnei kol hamizrach shebechevron. So the answer is that when you mention it b'dibur, it adds and is mechazik, strengthens the schus of the ovis. And the Rebbe says, Bechlal, that's the whole union of tefillah. The Eibishter is zonim afanas. The Eibishter feeds the whole world. Kulei betuvei. So why do we have to come on to each should be mispalal, each should say it? And the mitzvah says of tefillah is that each should say the tefillah. The answer is that we need, the more you say it, when you say it, it strengthens the hashpoah from Hashem. And the same thing here also, that when we speak about inyan the bitochon, so the shmirah, the protection that Hashem gives you, is more. And the Rebbe even added that according to the warmth and the excitement that you talk about bitochon, that's how much the shmirah is. The more you talk about it and the stronger you talk about it, then it brings that the Eibishter protects you more. And he brings that the Alter Rebbe Shulchan Aruch when he says that you should say Parshas Hamon every day, which in Siddur he doesn't say it. So I mentioned it before, so Madurat Tinyana, the Alter Rebbe says that this is in order to awaken the Bitochon. And that's the reason why we should say it. And it's interesting, the Rebbe brings what it says in the Sefer Eir HaMeir. One of the Talmidim of the Mezritcher Magid, and Tzemach Tzedek brings him in Maimorim, etc., etc. So the Eir HaMeir explains that by the Mon, the Gemara says there were three categories: Tzadikim, Beinanim, and Rishoyim. Because it says in Posik that the Mon fell next to your house. It says the Mon fell further away, and then the Mon self went even further. So the Eir HaMeir says that this, and the Gemara says this is the three categories of Yidden. Tzadikim, it fell right next to their house. And by the Beinanim it fell further, and by the Rishoyim it fell even further. And even how they did it, if it fell like a finished product, or it fell that you still have to bake it, or if you still have to grind it, also depends. If you're a tzaddik fell finished product. By a Beinani, you still had to bake it, and by a Rosha, you still even had to grind it. So he says, what does that mean? That these three levels depend on the levels of Bitochon. The ones that had the real Bitochon, and it seems from here, from the Sikha that spoke about the Bitochon, so by him it was all the way. It came mamish straight in front of his house, and it came finished product. The one that were Beinanim in Bitochon and talking about Bitochon, it was not like that. And the one that didn't speak much about Bitochon, so by them that was the worst thing. So here we see that number one, the Bitochon itself brings that the Eibishter should do the Shmirah and give you what you need. And not only that, but the talking about it is also. Besides the fact that when you talk about it, it is ma'arer a person to think about it, and it brings it into a feeling, but the talking itself helps that the Eibishter should protect us. And that's why we keep on talking about Dinyan of Bitochon.